News just coming in at this hour. 3 inmates have escaped from Jammu and Kashmir's juvenile home. Some serious news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. On the CCTV footage, 3 inmates can be seen opening fire and then fleeing from RS Pura sector's correctional home. This is a juvenile home from where 3 people have fled. 2 Pakistani nationals are among these 3 inmates. That's the most concerning news coming in. 3 inmates escaped from the juvenile observation home in the RS Pura sector. This happened today. This was after they attacked the on-duty police officer, after which they fled from the scene. The escapees include 2 Pakistani nationals, Ehsan Anwar and Mohammad Sanullah, along with Karanjeet Singh Gugga of RS Pura. These 3 people have fled. My colleague Pradeep Datta will be joining us with more details, where they are, what is the current status of these 3 juveniles. My colleague Pradeep is with us now. Pradeep, what is the exact status? Where are these 3 inmates? Have they been captured?
Yes, Aditi, you're absolutely right. Very concerning and a shocking development that took place today evening here in Araspura sector. Right now, I'm outside that observation home where from these 3 inmates, which includes 2 Pakistani nationals, they fled. It was at about 5:15 p.m. Indian Standard Time when one of the inmates, he opened fire from the country-made pistol. After that, they overpowered 2 cops who were on duty, injured them, and finally they fled from that area. Immediately after that, the senior police officer rushed to the spot, and since then, the special investigation teams have been constituted and special teams are being sent to different areas. They're looking for these 3 culprits. Already the nakas have been raised and already all the exit and entry points have been properly plugged so that they are able to nab these 3 culprits. What we have been told by the investigating agencies here is that this is not first time that they had tried to create trouble. On 25th of December last year also they had tried to, they had broken some of the CCTV camera. That means the planning had been going on for some time. This is considered to be major security breach. Why I'm saying the major security breach, the question right now is arising, where from they got the pistol? Who handed over the pistol to them? Why the security agency did not get the whip of that thing? So that is right now being investigated. Director General of Police was himself on the spot along with the DIG. They had already instructed the cops that immediately they should be arrested. So right now the raids are being conducted at different places. But yes, the cops who have been injured, they had been evacuated to hospital. They have got the CCTV footage. From the CCTV footage, you can see one of the inmate, he initially opens fire, tries to target the cop there on spot. When after that, they overpowered the cop, they hit them with the weapon, and then finally they flee from here. They scale the wall, the boundary wall, and then they flee from there. And since then, the raids are being conducted at different places. So in fact, a very concerning development because 2 of them are Pakistani. One of them has been identified as some other had been identified Anwar. And more shocking thing is that these 3 people are more than 19 years of age. See, when we talk about the Indian national, the local Gugga, he's a gangster. He's 19 plus.
Right, Pradeep, I will divulge in more details also, but it has been 6 hours. What are the challenges that security agencies are facing? Why is there so much delay? Over 6 hours have passed. You said that it happened in the afternoon, in the evening. Why so much delay in nabbing these 3 people?
See, it appears maybe they were in touch with someone who has provided them a safe shelter because there is a locality nearby. They have mingled with the crowd. They have managed to flee. And then because of the darkness also, they've got an advantage. And that's why it is taking so much time. But right now, the teams are being fanned to different areas. They're looking for them. But really, what's the matter of concern is that, as I was saying, that 2 of them are 19 plus. One of them is 22-year-old. Now, the question arises, how come the 22-year-old Pakistani was kept inside the juvenile home? That's really a bigger question. The second is about the security breach. How come they got the pistol inside the home? Who was the one? Was the security not taking care of things? But and already they had created trouble on 25th of December last year when they had broken CCTV camera. Why the things were not taken care of after that? So that's what actually the investigation agencies are right now looking into. But the priority is to nab them at earliest because they are holding pistol in their hand. So what is to be seen is that what was their plan, sinister plot, why they wanted to flee from this area, where they had gone. Right now, they are looking into it. Yes, investigating team are here. I'll ask my video journalist to pan towards this area. You can look.
Absolutely, Pradeep. Please show us around the correctional home. Yes.
Matter. They see this is the home where this incident took place. It had happened about 5:50 p.m. Indian Standard Time. This is the place where they opened fire, and after opening a fire, they fled from this area. They scaled the wall nearby, and they jumped from there. They targeted the cop, overpowered them, hit them on their forehead, injured them, and after that they fled. But now question arises. Look at this. This is the gate from where they moved. See, right now the senior officers are there on the spot. They're investigating the matter. They're trying to gather all sorts of evidence. They've got the CCTV footage with them. With the help of the CCTV footage, they've already got to know what exactly happened at that point of time when these three inmates, they tried to overpower cop. They opened fire. In fact, they tried to target the cop because that is what one can see in the CCTV footage. So this is really a matter of concern, a serious issue, and investigation right now is going on, and raids are being conducted at different places. They're trying to nab these three culprits, Aditi.
Right, and Pradeep, you were telling us about the background of these three people. You were saying that absolutely. Tell us more about those two park inmates. What was their role? Why were they firstly inside this correct juvenile home? And what is their background?
See, one of them who has been identified as Kiranjit alias Guga. He is said to be a local gangster. His age is more than 19, and there are 14 cases against him. And he is said to be involved in several criminal incidents in Jammu region. So he was arrested in 2025, and since then he was lodged here in this observation home. Two of them are Pakistani national. One of them has been identified as Sonaullah. The other one has been identified as Anwar. But the question arises, the one of them is 22 years old. So why the 22-year-old man was kept inside the juvenile home? Other two are more than 19 years of age. So why they had been kept here? So that's the question that everybody here is asking. And the second thing is that, let me again show you. Right now, look and see. Large number of cops are deployed here. They are investigating the matter because they have recovered already a handle-like substance which was used to hit one of the cops. This is where actually where the handle-like substance was. Now the forensic team has taken over that handle. Here from they recovered that handle, which was kept here. So investigation teams are here. Their senior police officer was also camping here on spot. They're trying to nab these two culprits. It's a really serious security breach and a matter of concern for the security agencies because two of them are Pakistani national and they cannot take chance at this stage because after hitting the cops here, let me show you. This is the wall. Actually, after hitting the cop here, this is the wall they scaled, and from here they fled and they moved toward the nearby area. It seems that they have mingled with the population because there is a locality nearby. They have mingled with the population, or maybe the person who had provided the pistol, he must have arranged for some kind of a safer hideout for them. That's actually a matter of investigation. Things will get clear once they're able to nab these three culprits. So priority right now for the security agencies is somehow nab them because that's what they're doing. Let me show you. See. The senior police officers, many of the cops are here deployed here. They're investigating the matter. Again, let me show you. This is the wall. This is the wall actually, they scaled. And after scaling this wall, let me show you, take you to that particular spot. After hitting the cops, they moved towards this area. This is the wall, they scaled. And see, after scaling this wall, they moved towards the nearby area. So that's one of the reasons that the teams have been sent to different places, all entry and exit points leading towards this home.
The lighting, our viewers are unable to see the height of the wall. I'll request you if you can move closer to the wall and, give us an exact perspective of how big what was the height of that wall which was scaled by three people. And you have raised some serious lapses. Firstly, they had weapons inside the juvenile home. The other thing is a 22-year-old Pakistani national was kept in a juvenile home which is meant to be for people under the age of 18 years. Third, that on 25th December also they were creating some trouble. Why was that not taken into consideration? Why were the security officials not in enough numbers? We can see how they're opening fire, how they're overpowering the people who are supposed to be taking care of the security inside the juvenile home and taking care of the people and controlling the juveniles there. Serious lapses have been highlighted by you, and it has been over 6 hours. Viewers, these three inmates have fled from the juvenile home in Arispura sector in Jammu and Kashmir. No sign of their whereabouts right now are known to the cops. The cops have made search teams, but so far no instruction or no clue has been given by the locals there. It has been said that there is no hint of where these three inmates are right now. This is some concerning news coming in at this. Three inmates fled from juvenile home. And my colleague Pradeep Datta, who is on the ground, is also telling us that this, after firing and opening fire and fleeing, They scaled the wall of that juvenile house. How can this be possible with so much security? Now there are a large number of security personnel who are on the ground and taking care of the situation. The search teams, a high-level inquiry will also be conducted. But where is the accountability? Who are responsible? How and when will these three people be nabbed? My colleague Pradeep Dutta, if I can go back to him, was showing us the height of that wall, how this incident actually played out. Yes, Pradeep, tell us about it.
Yes, you rightly said there had been several security lapses because you know what, on 25th of December last year, they had broken the CCTV camera of this home. So after that, the police has initiated some action. But why they did not further investigate this matter and why this thing has been repeated again, that's also a matter of investigation. Yes, you rightly said, look at this the wall. Easily one can scale this wall because when you have the Pakistani nationals kept inside this home, you should have taken care of the security aspect. Look at this wall. Easily one can just scale this wall. If one has to simply jump and move out, that's exactly. Let me again show you. I'll ask my video journalist to show you the wall. Look at the height of the wall. It is only less than 3 feet. So if it is a 3 feet wall, one can easily scale. That's what exactly happened. What exactly happened at about 5:15 p.m. India.
So yes,
Inmates, one of them who was holding a country-made pistol, he opened fire. He tried to target the cop. And after that, they came out, they overpowered two of the cops, hit them with one of the handle-like structure, which has already been recovered by the security agencies. And the blood stain, that handle has been taken by the forensic team. They're further investigating. And then they came out to this place. They rushed to this place. They scaled the wall. And nearby is a locality. It seems that they have mingled with the population. That's what actually they feel. But yes, it's a matter of concern. One, that why the 19 plus and 22-year-old Pakistani were kept in this home, because it's a juvenile home. Why they were kept here? Why they were not shifted to the jail? So, and the other person who is a local Gugga, he is said to be a criminal. He's a gangster who has got 14 cases against him. So there are already so many cases. Why he was kept here? Because when you keep a person in the juvenile home, idea is basically you want to reform a person. You don't want to keep hardcore criminal with those youngsters here in this home. So that's again a matter of concern. Why all these things were not looked into? So that is what actually now the security agencies. But the priority right now is look for these three culprits because they are still at large. Their whereabouts are not known. They have already launched operation at different places. The search has been intensified. They're moving toward different places, trying to find out where exactly they are so that they can catch hold of these people. Only then things will get clear. But yes, it's a matter of concern. Where from they got the pistol? Because still they're holding a pistol in their hand. They're carrying a weapon. They're on run. They're still at large and their whereabouts are not known. That is why it's more concerning, shocking development.
Absolutely, Pradeep. And you know, I have no words to describe the horror that I'm feeling right now. 3 inmates fled from the juvenile home in Araspura sector in Jammu and Kashmir around 5 in the evening. Over 6 hours have passed, no sign of them. They are armed, they have a pistol. And the wall that my reporter just showed you, it's a 3 feet wall. One can easily scale that wall, and this is what exactly happened. 3 inmates opened fire, overpowered the security force that was there at this juvenile home, and then ran away. Now they're armed. They're in between the civilian population there in Araspura sector. When will they be nabbed remains a big question. But for now, we will continue to track it. Thank you so much, Pradeep, for giving us all these details. India hosts the AI summit at Bharat Mandapam in the national capital. It's a message from New Delhi that India is geared up for the global AI age. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the AI Expo this evening at Bharat Mandapam in the national capital. This first ever artificial intelligence impact summit in India is bringing together the biggest of global names, leaders, innovators and policy makers on one platform. From Bill Gates to OpenAI's Sam Altman and Anthropic chief Dario Amodei are among those attending the event in New Delhi. NDTV will get you a ringside with view with our special events surrounding this summit. Prime Minister Narendra Modi welcomed world leaders, and shortly from now he will be welcoming the French President Emmanuel Macron. This AI summit will enrich global discourse, and that the outcomes of the summit will shape India's future. My colleague Tejshri was also on the ground tracking all the latest developments from the AI summit. Take a look at what special is cooking at the AI summit.
Well, apart from Bharat Mandapam, the hotels are also completely prepared to welcome the head of the states and the delegates, those who are going to attend the AI Impact Summit 2026. Currently, I am present inside the Hotel Taj Palace, where we'll be showing you that what kind of preparations, special preparations are being done to reflect the very culture and essence of Naya Bharat, the tradition of Bharat, the culture of Bharat, and what actually the mixture of the urban and rural Bharat looks like, and how in fact the AI is impacting the lives of the people, not only in urban areas but also in the rural areas. So as soon as you enter the Taj Palace, Hotel Taj Palace here in Chanakyapuri, first of all you will be welcomed here with a very Bharatiya gesture, or I should say the Bharatiya parampara of Atithi Devo Bhava, with a tilak. So this is the way where you will be welcomed, and apart from this, you can also see that there's a classical music that's being played over here. They have shawls to welcome the guest. In a way, they will be welcoming the guest by these shawls as well, and also by these Tulsi ki mala. You saw the pictures of how they were welcomed. You definitely will see that how the food looks like after it's served. But we'll be showing you that how here inside the kitchen the food is being prepared for head of the states and the delegates in the complete Indian culture in the Bharatiya style. I'm being joined by Executive Chef Nitin. Sir, thank you for speaking with NDTV and giving us access to your beautiful kitchen over here. First of all, sir, let us talk about the how the essence of Indian culture will be reflecting in the food that you're going to prepare.
हम लोग इस समय लोया किचन में खड़े हैं. लोया इज़ आवर इंडियन रेस्टोरेंट विच सर्व्स नॉर्थ इंडियन फूड, एंड जितने भी हेड ऑफ द स्टेट्स हमारे पास रुकेंगे, सीईओज रुकेंगे, और जो भी डिग्नेटरीज इस एआई समिट के लिए आए हैं, सो वी वुड लाइक टू शोकेस द बेस्ट ऑफ द नॉर्थ इंडियन फूड हेयर इन लोया, एंड वी हैव प्रिपेयर्ड स्पेशल मेन्यूज़ फॉर दैट. हम लोग बहुत सारे जो ट्रेडिशनल कुकिंग मेथड्स हैं वो यूज़ करने का कोशिश करते हैं. सिलबट्टे पे कुछ मसाले सिलबट्टे पे ही अच्छे होते हैं, तो उनको वहाँ किया जाता है. हमारे पास देखिए देग हैं यहाँ पे पीछे, जो कॉपर की हांडियों के अंदर हम लोग स्लो कुकिंग मेथड्स आर यूज्ड हेयर. तो हम पांचों
say that the food is also being prepared in these utensils, the brass utensils.
जो चीज़ें कम समय के लिए बहुत देर तक पकाई जाती है, स्लो कुकिंग मेथड जो बोलते हैं, वो इन सब देग्स में बनाई जाती हैं. हमारे पास बाकी अभी
क्या खास बात होती है, पहले इसके बारे में बताइए. व्हाट इज द स्पेशल?
जैसे हम लोग किसी भी चीज़ को स्लो कुकिंग करते हैं, या दम पुख्त की बात होती है या स्लो कुक है, सो वो स्लो कुकिंग जो है, दैट स्लो कुकिंग हैपन्स एंड गिव्स दैट टेस्ट. जो तेज़ आंच में वो स्वाद नहीं आ सकेगा. चपली बना रहे हैं शेफ़. फिर हमारे पास जो तंदूर हैं, जिसमें स्पिट तंदूर के अंदर की कुकिंग होती है, कुछ कबाब्स की, और वेज और नॉन वेज.
क्या बन रहा है अभी तंदूर के अंदर?
अभी वेज और नॉन वेज के लिए हमने अलग अलग हैं, और इसमें हम एक तरह का हम लोग चिकन बना रहे हैं यहाँ पे. सो शेफ उसको
ट्रेडिशनल मेथड से
ये सारे ट्रेडिशनल मेथड है. इसके बाद हमारे पास ओपन स्पिट कुकिंग है.
व्हाट इज दैट?
के ऊपर जो हम भून के बनाते हैं, सीख किसी भी तरह की.
माइक्रोवेव जैसी चीज का इस्तेमाल कंप्लीटली 100% नहीं होता.
ऑब्वियसली दैट इज नॉट द वे वी आर डूइंग इट. सब सारे ऑथेंटिक मेथड्स लेके उसकी कुकिंग करना चाह रहे हैं.
That is so beautiful, chef. And for the delegates or for the head of the states, the same procedure is going to be used or followed.
जी, वो सारा के सारे वही चीज़ें यूज़ की जाएंगी. हमने कुछ चीज़ें लेड आउट करी हुई हैं. यू कैन शो टू योर गेस्ट कि हम कैसे खाना बनाते हैं, एंड व्हाट आर द डेलिकेसीज बीइंग डन हियर.
Slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching NDTV. The mother of the 23-year-old who died in a recent car crash where a minor was at the wheel said there are multiple challans on the car. There were 13 challans on this car, many of the UP state, and all are over speeding. This is what Inna Makan told NDTV in an exclusive conversation with my colleague Shivarur. Listen in.
इन्ना जी, FIR में लिखा गया है कि जो गाड़ी चला रहा था वो 19 साल का था, लेकिन हमारा क्राइम ब्यूरो ये रिपोर्ट कर रहा है कि वो ड्राइवर नाबालिग था, 17 साल का था और उसको बेल मिल चुका है। उस दिन क्या हुआ था इन्ना जी?
मुझे 1:19 पे कॉल आता है कि मैं SHO सेक्टर 11 से बोल रहा हूँ और यहाँ पे हमें एक बाइक मिली है R1 500 और उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन जिस मोबाइल नंबर से वो मेरे बच्चे का नंबर था, मुझे कॉल आता है और वो बोलते हैं कि वो जिस बच्चे की बाइक है वो ऑन द स्पॉट हमें एक डेड लड़का मिला है, एक्सीडेंट मिला है हमें। मैंने उनसे पूछा लड़का कैसा है देखने में, उन्होंने बोला कि पतला है, गोरा सा है। मेरी जान सूख गई। मैं भागते हुए सीढ़ियों से अपनी गाड़ी उठा के मैं पहुंची वहां पे, ऑन द स्पॉट पहुंची मैं सेक्टर 11 लाल बहादुर शास्त्री के सामने। मेरा बच्चा, उसकी बाइक के 3 टुकड़े, स्पोर्ट्स बाइक इतनी भारी बाइक के 3 टुकड़े हो रखे थे। मेरा बच्चा रोड पे पड़ा था बहुत बुरी हालत में, उसकी जैकेट के भी चीतड़े हो रखे थे। इतनी बुरी हालत में मेरा बच्चा रोड पे पड़ा था। वहां से मैं अब 10 मिनट में चिल्लाती रही, मुझे समझ नहीं आया, मैं चिल्लाती रही 10 मिनट रोड में। उसके बाद वहां पे एम्बुलेंस खड़ी थी पर बच्चा हॉस्पिटल नहीं पहुंचा था, एम्बुलेंस खड़ी थी वहां पे। मेरे जाने के बाद 10 मिनट चिल्लाने के बाद मेरे बच्चे को ऐसे दोनों हाथों और पैरों से बिना सपोर्ट दिए, जबकि पुलिस वालों को पता था या नहीं पता मुझे नहीं मालूम। मेरे जाने के 10 मिनट बाद उसको उठा के एम्बुलेंस में डाल के उसको पैकेट में मुंह बंद कर दिया। इंदिरा गांधी में उसको लेके गए जहां पे कि कोई एडवांस मशीनें नहीं है, वहां पे कोई ढंग के ट्रीटमेंट नहीं होते। बहुत बार ऐसा भी हुआ है कि मेरी मेड्स वगैरह के लिए मैं भी गई हूँ वहां पे, क्योंकि वहां पे गरीब लोगों को ऐसे भगा दिया जाता है। वहां पे मशीनरी और एडवांस सिस्टम कंप्लीट नहीं है। वो वहां से इंदिरा गांधी लेके गए। मेरे जो नेबर थे वो मुझे अपनी गाड़ी में इंदिरा गांधी पीछे पीछे लेके गए, एम्बुलेंस अलग गई और हम उसके पीछे पीछे गए। वहां जाके उन्होंने मेरे बच्चे को स्ट्रेचर पे डाल के पैकेट में मुंह बंद कर दिया। मेरे बहुत चिल्लाने के बाद जबरदस्ती वो ECG करवाया उसका और उन्होंने वो उसको डेड डिक्लेयर कर दिया।
पुलिस का क्या कहना है अभी? इना जी, पुलिस का क्या कहना है अभी? वो जो ड्राइव कर रहा था गाड़ी में वो नाबालिग है, वो 17 साल का है, वो जुवेनाइल जस्टिस बोर्ड के अंदर आया था, उसको पेश किया गया था, उसके बाद उसको बेल मिल गया है। अभी बोर्ड एग्जाम लेने के लिए बेल मिल गया उसको।
यस, उसको इंटरिम बेल पे अभी बोर्ड एग्जाम्स के लिए जो है इंटरिम बेल पर है वो। मैं ACP और DCP से मिली थी तो ACP साहब ने मुझे कहा था कि हमारी तरफ से इन्वेस्टिगेशन फेयर होगी, बट मैं अभी दोबारा पुलिस के पास नहीं गई हूँ तो, क्योंकि आज ही पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट हमें मिली है। हमारे पास कुछ था भी नहीं अभी तक। मुझे आज ही सॉफ्ट कॉपी ऑफ पुलिस मॉर्टम, वो पोस्टमार्टम की रिपोर्ट जो है वो IO से मिली है।
Taking a very quick break here, but more news lined up on the other side, so don't go anywhere.